Hey friends, welcome to this week's video. I am at my favorite place that I always am, at the park, outside in the sunshine, getting some vitamin D as always. And I hope that you're having an amazing day, an amazing week. This week I wanted to talk about something that we all experience as human beings through this human experience, which is fear and overcoming fear. Fear can sometimes be seen as anxiety. Can be seen as that quick heartbeat, shakiness. It could be a simple just a feeling throughout your body that you feel. It could be in your throat chakra where you can't speak your words, gulping. There's a lot of signs and symptoms of fear in physical elements. Fear is something we experience with new things, with stressful situations, or just simply the unknown. We experience fear. We all experience it from time to time. Even the most bravest of us experience it. It's just about overcoming it and doing things anyways. It's okay. The first thing is to know that it's okay to experience fear, and it's all a part of the process of growth. To overcome fear is to acknowledge it and then to realize that you are powerful beyond measure. I like to personally think about the positive things that come from overcoming that fear. Whenever I've overcome hard things, there's a bee that keeps flying by. Whenever I've overcome things that I am afraid of, trying something new, that whenever I overcome those things, after I do it, I feel so much better. I feel like I've actually grown, and it's a very exciting feeling to overcome and just simply do something that you're afraid of. I feel like vulnerability is another way of practicing overcoming your fear. So vulnerability means just being honest and being open about how you feel. There's actually a talk. I can actually link it below. I forgot what her name is, but there's a talk about how vulnerability is actually a strength. It is not weakness, like a lot of us may think it is, that when you're vulnerable with somebody that it may be a weakness, but it's actually a strength. It's overcoming a fear. It's being honest with someone. And I find that when I open up and I speak my truth, no matter the fear of how the other person might take it, I'm being honest, and that is therefore respecting the other person and respecting myself as well, and then overcoming my fear. And vulnerability takes a lot of courage to do, but you can gain a lot out of it. You can strengthen the relationship with whoever you're speaking your vulnerability to, and you strengthen the relationship with yourself, showing yourself that you keep your promises, which is overcoming fear. Another way to overcome your fears, to understand that you are probably afraid of scenarios that might happen in the future. But those are just scenarios. And if you take a step forward and you do it anyways and you overcome that fear, you'll find it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. And it's okay to think of scenarios that might happen, because that's how our mind likes to prepare itself for safety, to be safe, to think of all the ways that we need to protect ourselves. That's totally normal. It's okay to be afraid of something, but take that step anyways. If it's dangerous, of course, you need to be careful. And there are really good reasons that we as human beings are afraid of things. Very wise of us to be careful of those things and to be fearful of that. But understand that you are powerful. I think I'll be reminding this through every vlog, but you are powerful beyond measure as a child of God. And so you can do anything you set your mind to, and through overcoming your fears, therefore strength is gained. And so try to take a step away from the scenario that you've created in your mind. Try to think of some positive things that might come out of this situation if you overcome your fear. So this week, I want you to think of something that you want in life and that you might be afraid to have. If it's moving on from a job that you feel stagnant with your growth, or you feel unhappy, or you feel your friendship isn't serving you the best way, just write down all your fears. They could be things like you're afraid of longboarding, or you're afraid of going to the store by yourself. Maybe your anxiety acts up in those particular situations. Write all your fears down, and one by one, step at a time, try going and try doing it, and then tell me how you feel. Tell me what it feels like. One by one, take it step at a time. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself through the process, and understand fear is totally a normal feeling. It's gonna be okay. Maybe even in moments that you feel fear associated with anxiety, try taking a deep breath. Try looking around you and naming 3 things that you see around you. And I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but tapping in particular areas where the anxious energy is held, like your collarbones, your arms. I like to do when I'm feeling anxious. Those are really good ways to kind of bring yourself back in the present moment of what's happening here and now, so you're not getting ahead of yourself. I also want to add that if you're feeling fear, try praying about it. That's personally what I like to do. And then also try to feel in your heart, our body and your higher self actually knows the right thing for you. So try to take a moment, meditate, and listen to your heart to feel what is best for you for your decision also. So that's another way, just praying, meditating, and listening to your higher self and listening to Heavenly Father. You'll feel it inside of you if something's right for you or not. So that's a really big key component to overcoming your fears and knowing what is right for you, what steps to take in that process. That you can overcome your fears and a lot of growth will come out of it. I promise you. Just a little short message. I love you guys, and if you guys have any ideas of any kind of content that you would like to see, any topics you'd like me to discuss, I'd just love to create content that inspires you. So if you have something individually that you like, comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'm sending my love and light your way. Have an amazing week, guys. I love you.